The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one of the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard
line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then just continue on downfield, try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagles first down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Wentz. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
at their own 12-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle.
Complete to
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Carson Wentz sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
Now Wentz again. Now he'll escape. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe after.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
throwing his Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield,
and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Wentz now to throw.
This ball complete to Reagor. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz on target to Reagor. 1st down Eagles.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Wentz is
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the 21-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
16. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught at about the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
To Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Number 35.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 44.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Rager.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Brate, the tight end's got him. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 35. It's a gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. He'll drop this underneath for Jones, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Allen Robinson, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Mostert now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington. Offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
at the 23-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones.
The pass.
Given 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The pass intended for Antonio Gandy Golden. Incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
The tackle made.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
From
and
the 44, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, his throw incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Rick Warren Jr. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 16.
To throw is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Mostert now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass intended for Terry McLaurin.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own 24.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Holding offense.
Why are we doing this?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A 3-yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Buying time to his left.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a gain of 10.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
To Greg Ward Jr.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Wentz's pass.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz to throw again. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Down by Kendall Fuller. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Now Wentz, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Washington 28, Eagles 17.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Number 35, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Draw play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ezekiel Elliott, thus far 116 yards rushing. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll throw right away. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wentz going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On on first down. Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside.
Wentz's pass.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And an eagle.
Now Wentz again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
On first down, Tompkins. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
8-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Being chased out left. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
20.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down 28-20, 1:09 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Oh, no, he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
The quarterback sacked.
And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire